Hey, welcome guys. In this video, I want to talk about the raw reality of making $0 online. Even if you have skills, even if you have like some experience, or even if you are a very smart guy, or even if you are a genius. So I think like a lot of people like face this issue, like the raw reality of making $0, even if you have value to provide. So actually in this post, in this thread, I talk about this and it got kind of viral. So I decided that it was a good idea to basically go over this thread and break down why I was making $0 online, and I didn't actually change that much, but right now I make like 5 figures, so which is pretty cool. And I want to talk about that because I was seeing all these like raw reality videos, which was a trend I think a few months ago. I don't know if it's still a trend, but I never seen someone like talk about the raw reality of making $0 online, because there are all these people like making like the raw reality of making 1 million per month, like 500k per month, or like the raw reality of making 50k as a 9-year-old like kid, like whatever, and those type of things. But there's also a big raw reality where people is like literally make $0 online, and yeah, I want to talk about that because yeah, at first I was working at a 9 to 5. I was getting paid $750 per month, which is kind of not very optimal in my opinion to live a good life maybe. So I started building online, and at first I tried like a lot of online businesses, but I failed. So at some point I decided to basically I didn't mention it here because I didn't want to like make this post too long, but actually the real thing is I failed out of online businesses, and I decided to work for an online business that makes money, that is successful, so that I can see the inner workings of a successful online business. So actually when I was trying SMA, I was good at setting appointments, but I wasn't good at closing. Basically I wasn't good at anything maybe. So at this point I decided that I can be an appointment setter maybe. So I was watching a YouTube guru and one that has like a very successful online business, online consulting business, and I was watching his videos to get advice. And at the end of one of his videos he was saying that he's looking to hire appointment setters, and like this really came in the right time because at that point I was really thinking about becoming an appointment setter. So this was like maybe the perfect opportunity for me. So I basically applied, I sent a loom, and then they hired me. And I realized that I didn't know anything about appointment setting. So it was a really eye-opening experience to see some like an online business that's making like 500k per month and more. And I was working there, I was seeing the background, and basically I learned a lot of things there. And then I worked for another successful online business, and I learned all about basically lead generation, appointment setting, DMs, like outreach, stuff like that. So at this point I had a one high income skill. That's what most people would call. So at this point I was also understanding the importance of building your own personal brand, because I think I have to tell you that building your personal brand is important. And at this point, like I was realizing that like I have to build my personal brand. I'm already too late, and I can't be sorry for myself for being late. I just have to start. So at this point I realized that okay, I can start building my personal brand, and I decided to choose X for it. Like that's for another video, but I chose X, started building my brand, and on X I realized that like there are a lot of people on X that came to X because of Danko, because of Andrew Tate. So there were like a lot of people here with skills. They know maybe email copywriting, whatever, like ghostwriting. They know design, like website design, funnel building, stuff like that. Like because of those big figures, like a lot of people pushed to X to build their brand. So I was like, oh, okay, I know like how to generate leads. I know how to book appointments, so I can help you with that, because these guys have like good skills, and there are a lot of them, but they don't make money. So I realized that okay, I can teach them my high income skill, but I realized that like I couldn't get clients even though I had this high income skill, because like you only need one income skill and then you are set for life is like a really, really big myth. And most people don't talk about this because they're just trying to sell you one high income skill and you'll think that you'll make a lot of money but it doesn't make sense. It's not true because in order to take someone from stranger to client, basically you need a lot of skills. Like you need to first like generate attention. You need to generate attention with content. For example, like this one, you can see that this got like almost 30K views, 160 bookmarks. Probably these are really qualified leads. And this is about me. So all the people that like see these posts, engage with it, all these people are interested in me. I'm building a lot of trust here, a lot of authority. So basically you need to generate attention. So this one, basically with this post, I generated attention. But before that, like months ago, I didn't know how to create content that generated attention. And also when you generate attention, if you don't build authority, if you don't build trust, like still you lose that attention because they don't trust you. Like why would they give you money? So for example, this post like talks about my journey, about my struggles and how I overcame them, my results. So someone that went through this post, for example, would basically like me a lot more, would trust me, will build authority, but I didn't know how to build authority, build my trust before. So basically you need to generate attention, generate trust, authority, and then after that, you need to know like lead generation. So you need like a lot more than one high income skill. Basically, you need to like generate leads, generate inbounds, or basically outreach, like book sales calls, set appointments, follow up with them, and then after that was actually my only high income skill at that point. So, and after that, once you book the call, if you are really, really bad at sales, if you have anxiety, if you can't talk to people, if you can't communicate, basically, if you have zero sales like ability, you won't sell to anyone. So again, like it's a bottleneck there. So basically, this is like the theory of constraints. Most people don't think about theory of constraints when it comes to skills because, as I said, you need basically many skills to where is it? Yeah, you need basically many skills to achieve this. So yeah, and your worst skill is your bottleneck. So it basically like limits all the outputs that goes through it. So you need to basically, if generating attention is your bottleneck, you have to fix that. And then maybe it's authority. You don't know how to show your authority, how to build trust and nurture the leads. Maybe you can work on that. After that, maybe you have to work on your lead generation and see, like booking sales calls in the DMs, stuff like that. If you don't know that, like if you don't have that much authority, it's very hard to sell people in the DMs. So you need to book sales calls to have a reasonable conversion rate, and then you need to basically know sales. So that's that, and basically that's the raw reality of why most people make $0 online, but there's also more, just doing what works, because like when you basically consume content about offers from very good people, they say that like don't sell something that's never done before. That's a recipe for failure, which is kind of true, but this pushes people to blindly do just what works and doesn't work, because let's say you saw an offer that works, you kind of copied it, you are pushing the same offer. So why would people choose you instead of that person that you copied? If you copied that person probably kind of looked very appealing, both to you but also for the buyers. So if you just copied that person and that person is doing it for months, maybe he has like maybe piles of client results, like yeah, so why would someone choose you basically? So it's like it doesn't make sense. So that's why it's important to basically have your own positioning, have your own perspective, add your personality, and from your own unique experiences, you kind of create this unique positioning where you attract people like you, that people resonated with you. So it's very important. And the next kind of thing for me was, this is more about generating attention. This is also one part of the equation. I think most people that start online, don't know how to generate attention. They just do a bunch of cold DMs and they think they generate attention, but you need to do it in a way that builds your brand, not takes away from it. If you send a bunch of cold DMs, or in this case, this is something different, but yeah, you need to basically generate attention in a way that builds your brand. So I basically fell into the value content trap, which is very highly over the technical content, because of basically these mistakes, I wasn't getting any results, and this got me very insecure because I had value to offer. Like, I was thinking that why won't people pay me? Like, I have this value, I can help people with lead gen. Like, why don't people pay me? And then after that, I wanted to basically prove myself. I wanted to prove that I have value to provide. So I created this overly technical content, very in depth. But as you know, these type of contents like don't work well on social media because people are on the timeline just for the quick dopamine hit, and they don't care about like. They don't have the patience, they don't have the attention span to consume all those overly technical content. So that kind of killed my attention generation part of the funnel. And then I decided to basically, I learned that I have to tease, I have to show the results, I have to show people what they want, not what they need. So that was another part. And then at this point, when I solved this, I was like, okay, now I have more than one high income skills. Now I have my own positioning, own unique offer. I have like the right attention generating contents that's not overly technical, that attracts a lot of people. But I was still falling behind, and the reason for that was basically being a lone wolf, because most people don't talk about this, but especially the early online business success comes from having a lot of friends, like having a solid network that's on the same journey or from your niche that you help. So the more friends you have, the more network you have, basically. The faster you grow, the faster you can attract the right people. So I was neglecting that. I was thinking that, okay, I know all of these things. So right now I can be a lone wolf, like hunt alone, stuff like that. And then I can get out of results, but I couldn't because there wasn't anyone that supporting me. And then at that point, I take building my network seriously and multiplied my results. And next basically bottleneck was I didn't get help from a mentor. So again, I thought that I know everything because I solved another problem now, and now I can get out of results. But like when thinking about it, even best of the best people, even the top guys making millions, whatever, all of them have mentors, because even if you are the best at something maybe, and like 99.99999% like people are not best at something because there can only be one best, but still, like even if you are the best, it's very hard to see your own mistakes because you are always exposed to your own stuff. For example, if I wrote this post, for example, it's harder for me to see my mistakes, maybe grammar mistakes here, but if someone else reads that post, they probably, that's the grammar mistake here would be the first thing that they would see. But if I wrote this post, I wouldn't notice that grammar mistakes because I'm exposed to my own stuff all the time, and you get used to it. So that's why even if you are like the best of the best, like you still need an outside eye to check your stuff, see your mistakes, pinpoint your bottlenecks, stuff like that. And the next part was not building in public, and most people kind of get it wrong. Like they think building public is basically sharing everything, like you have to share every detail, and that's not how it works. Because when you do that, you kind of lose authority. It's like important to both share your kind of maybe weak sides, but also show your strong sides so that you build authority and you don't lose your authority. So building in public is basically the best way to build a personal brand, best way to get people invested in your journey, best way to build trust, best way to basically make fans. Because when you think about it, let's think about someone that you are very, very inspired by, and when thinking about it, you probably know everything about their journey. So if that person didn't share his journey, you wouldn't know about his journey and you wouldn't be inspired by him. So actually the main part here is like not his results, but actually sharing his journey, because even if he has the results, there are a lot of people that has a lot of results, but you don't basically think that's like, this is my hero, this is my idol, whatever. But the more you know someone's story, the more you think that this guy is like really, really inspiring. So if you don't share your story, you don't give them enough material to basically be inspired by you or know your journey. So that's really, really important. Like, share your journey to attract real fans. And also, like, this is the next thing, like setting small goals. So most people that make $0 online probably have very, very small goals, and they think that, oh, I'll just try it. Like, maybe I'll hit 10K a month, but if it doesn't happen, like, it's totally cool, whatever. Or I just want to make my first $100 online in the next 5 years, whatever. Some people have these like overly simplistic goals, but I don't think like that, because the bigger your goals, like if you are, I don't know, like if you are if you are a serious person, if you are accountable, basically, if your time is valuable, and it should be, like, if you set a goal, basically you do the things, whatever it takes to achieve it. So if you set a big goal, you do big actions, and big actions create results. And even if you don't hit your goals, when you get like even small results, it kind of helps you stay in the game. But if you make small goals, you make small actions, and small actions like don't create that much results, especially if they are not consistent. So I think most people give up because they don't see results, even very, very small results, so they give up. But when you take big actions, even if you see very, very small results, like, it's still results, they are still results, and you think that, like, if I continue, like, these results may compound, I can get better results, so it keeps you in the game. That's another, like, thing that basically helps people or prevents people from not making any money. And this is actually connected to this one. This is also about mindset. So having that safety net, basically, if you are forced to do something, you are gonna do it. But if you are like comfortable at failing, if you think that I can like fail online, I can like create a page without my face on it and without my name, I can, if I fail, like, nobody knows I exist, so I'm still like, I can still feel comfortable, like, I don't feel sad. So it's like, I think it's a big mistake, because the more safe you feel failing, this is kind of, maybe doesn't sound good, but if you are comfortable at failing, you'll fail. But if you eliminate all the options, if you eliminate all the plan Bs, if you go all in, and if you fail, if that's a really, really big thing for you, I think you'll do whatever basically it takes to win. So this was basically my journey from the raw reality of not making any money, even if basically I had skills, to basically making 5 figures online with a small audience, without paid ads, without seeing cringe content to get views, without cold outreach. So that was my journey, and maybe I can put the link of this also thread in the description, so you can check it out, or you can just check out my X in the description, and this is the pinned tweet. So I also helped a lot of people get similar results, like getting their first client, like booking qualified sales calls, like closing high ticket deals, and like closing high ticket deals, and like making 1K, 2K, like 2.5K deals. So it's like I also help other people do that. Basically, I hit 5 figures and generated 3 million views, and I'm almost at 1K email subs right now from a very, very small personal brand. And these are also some other people that I help with. And I have a lot of these things, so probably like most of them didn't fit here. So this was my journey so far, and my next goal is to basically hitting 5 figures a month, and I'm taking you along with me. So if you want to follow along with the journey, you can also subscribe here and also on X. So if you want a more in-depth training on how I made like 5 figures with my brand with a very small audience, you can check, like, feel free to check the first thing in the description where there's a free training. I would really appreciate that, and that's very valuable. And if you like this video, if you are making maybe zero or very, very low amount of money, and if this helped you, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and feel free to also watch like the video on the screen to that will also help you build your brand more. And yeah, if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll check all of them. I'll respond, give you my best answer. If you have a personal question, you can basically DM me on X. I also check all my comments, like all my DMs. So if you want to basically replicate the same thing with you, if you want help with your process, you can also reach out to me on X about that. So yeah, see you on the next one.